So we honor 20 years of music, of love, of prayer, of jazz, of artists, medicine. And we just look at Simphiwe Dana's journey, of course, having traversed from the Eastern Cape, the world over. She continues to carry the heart of our nation, remind us of who we are, and of course, use her voice as a movement at large. And she joins us as we celebrate this milestone and perhaps look forward to what else we can expect. Simphiwe, welcome and thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much for having me.
20 years it's quite a milestone. You're not just an artist, you evolve into a memory keeper for us as a nation, as a continent as well. And you know, you're a cultural custodian, you're a force that helps us to heal. Well, how's that journey been like for you, 20 years?
I actually get shocked that it's been 20 years because I've just been putting one foot in front of the other, one foot in front of the other, and not really noticing, you know, how time is passing, it's passing. And in that 20 years, I have achieved quite a lot, you know, and I'm not so good at celebrating my achievements. You know, when I succeed in doing something, I'm like, oh, okay, it's done, on to the next. That's my general attitude. And to be quite honest, I think I would have done the same even, you know, with these 20 years, had people in my life not insisted that I have to, you know, celebrate. But for me, it's less of a celebration and more of just me being thankful to the audiences that have carried me and maintained my relevance in the music industry, in society in general, in their safe spaces. That is what has made this time fly by, because we do know that in our industry, artists will go through a lot of ups and downs, and someone was popular, you know, a second ago is now old news. It happens to a lot of talented artists for various reasons. So I'm thankful that I have not been victim to that because of the support of the people. So it's a thank you tour, really, like what I'm doing. This celebration is a thank you tour for the support over the last 20 years.
I mean, your music is timeless, and you served as a voice. You serve as a voice for our nation, from Zandisile back in 2004. That who you are evolving as well. I mean, it comes with its own challenges, especially when you've incorporated traditional music. You've used isiXhosa as a mode of expressing yourself, you know. And I wonder if you could speak to what the biggest challenges would have been on that front for you as a Black female taking up space, but also just reminding us of who we are in this contemporary reality.
Professionally, I think I was something different in the music industry, because I was very calm, I was very respectful, but I was quite adamant about who I want to become. And, you know, therefore there would be some clashes, like, you know, we know this industry and how it works, you have to listen to us, you have to do this, and I would say, no, that's not me. So it really, like that, those were the kinds of challenges that I experienced when I first started. But I had a lot of respect as a newbie in the industry. The kind of reception and treatment that I got was quite overwhelming. Someone asked me, you know, if I struggled to get a recording deal, you know, when I got to Joburg. I never even had to be a backing singer for anyone. I literally went from being no one to having an album out called Zandisile. And those were the blessings of my guides, like my ancestors. that if I listened closely and I took leaps of faith at the right time, then everything would go well. So as a result of me having, my ear in the ancestral plane, let's say, I then didn't have to struggle because everything happened at the right time. That's why I have this saying that I make it times because I always know what time it is.
You're holistic. We're holistic as people, and so we're looking forward to what this future looks like. But thank you for sharing your journey, and thank you for sharing of your heart and your soul, for healing us, reminding us you played a pivotal role in our country's cultural, social landscape as well. And I know that it's just a conversation starter as we continue to learn and unlearn and relearn. But thank you for your service.
No, thank you. Wow, I feel like a soldier. Thank you for
yes. So Simphiwe Dana celebrating 20 years. You heard her concert. It's been happening in Durban. It's also coming up in Cape Town. But we're just reflecting on her life at times and her legacy at large, of course, her contribution to South Africa's landscape, not only on the cultural side, but obviously just as we reimagine what it means to humanize and heal as a nation and beyond.